Got it.
Oh yeah, maybe you could let people in while I'm
Yeah,
speaking.
sure.
Makes
I
people
will. I
feel
will.
safe.
Hi, hello there.
Hi, everyone.
Good evening. Hello. So nice to see
Hi.
everyone together for the first time, all in one virtual
Yes.
space.
Oh,
I'll just
maybe.
wait one more minute and then we can slowly get started. But yeah,
Oh,
feel
maybe you
free to
can.
use the chat. Yeah?
I think it would be nice if you could change your
Okay.
name to like your first name and then the hub. I think maybe this would make it a little bit easier to recognize each other.
Hi,
Bye, Claudia.
Hi.
Zar, why?
Okay, so just that you're aware, you will also have some time to speak to each other in smaller groups, and we will also have a very small icebreaker Mentimeter. So yeah, we can hear from you then, and I think I will slowly get started. So yeah, we're really excited after the official kickoff that we are finally here all together, and we can just have a check in how it's going with everyone and also learn from each other. And yeah, we also have a few updates just to share from the branch. And yeah, I would just go right in. We have 90 minutes. We really try to squeeze everything in. We know that it's never enough time. So that's why at the end, I will also ask you again how often you would like to have these calls. And I hope that you also have some regional meetups as well, where you can then discuss more in detail what you've been up to. Um, so yeah, we will go into regional spotlights. So the way that we thought it could work, since we are 20 hubs right now, that we can always do it on a rotating principle. So we always have one hub per region that is sharing all of their activities and member engagement for 5 minutes. And then we can, have other hubs present during the next time. We hope that that's okay for everyone. If not, then you can always share your feedback with us. And as mentioned, then we will have a short branch update and then the promised breakout groups with some guiding questions. And then we would like to just know what you were discussing so that others can also learn. And then a very quick Hubs collaboration exercise just to see who is interested and open to collaborate with other hubs across the region. And then we also have time for Q&A for any other business that we weren't able to cover yet. Okay, so now I will switch to Mentimeter quickly.
Buena. Comprame un paquete de cigarrillos que quiero.
Yeah, thank you for muting. Okay, so I hope that you can see the Mentimeter code. I have to click present.
I
So
think
if
you
you
see
go
the. Oh,
to, yeah, so if you go to menti.com and then you have to insert the code here. I can also share it in the chat once
oh,
more and
I'm doing
get
it.
to this page.
It's 38422656.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see very well. I was surprised by that.
2656. Yeah, okay, thank you for putting it in chat. Yeah, so just a very temperature check. Where is your hub level energy right now? We know that it's December. In a lot of regions, it's already dark at 4 p.m. And yeah, there's a lot of closing business tasks at work. And yeah, okay, 100. I love that. Which hub was that? Um, yeah, I hope that everyone was able to join the Menti. If not, then you can also just put it in the chat. I'm letting some more people come in. And we are also recording this, by the way, in case anyone wasn't able to join. Okay, I see that 8 people already submitted the energy level, and it's still 100. I'm amazed. This is great. Okay. Amazing. Then I would like to switch to the next question. Thank you all for submitting. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Okay, so maybe just quickly, what is happening in your country or region right now that is worth sharing? Are there any elections, or is there any big city climate plans that you know of that are happening, or are there major protests maybe? Yeah, what's happening? Yes, Turkey for COP31.
yes.
Yes. We're very excited about that one.
And
Recent
we will
election-
be in touch about that.
Yeah, sure.
We have to get
sure.
ready.
Okay, so a lot of elections coming up. Unfortunately, a shift. Okay, so recent elections from the extreme right to a center left. Okay, yes, those are very good news. Energy transition. Yeah, the UK national emergency briefing. We also just posted a blog post about that. Elections in April 2026. I don't know which country this is. Oh, yeah, and then mining celebrations in Silesia. Oh, that's great. I didn't know they have something like that. Rosebank
Republika.
oil field decision. Okay. Recycling bottles and cans in Poland, which is a joke and not work at all. Events in Brussels, networking. Yes, a lot of events coming up, and one can feel overwhelmed. I also get that, especially in Brussels, I can imagine. Okay, I will just move to the next question. LNG agreement with the US. Amazing. We will share all of these outcomes with you as well, just so you know. So you can also keep posting. And then the next question. Doesn't always want to. Okay, so what is one thing that inspired you this year? It doesn't have to be climate reality related. Don't feel pressured. Yeah, it can also be something personal, something small. Doesn't always have to be big. Yes, we also love sarcasm. But yeah, it inspired us to fight for sure. Yeah, and collaborate. Mentoring in the Paris training. Yes, the Paris training was a big one, I think, for us too as a branch. But it feels like forever ago, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Paris. Okay. It's good that could be an inspiration for a lot of people. Oh, yes, the Manfredonia case from Ilaria. Yeah, I can imagine that this was inspirational. The women that won the case against the Italian state. Yeah, and you were really working hard on that one. So congrats on everyone involved. Okay, and then I think it's only one last question because I don't want to take too much time here. Climate Museum, I think this is the Istanbul hub, and they had a meeting and like a get together there. Amazing. And then the last question, sorry that we have to rush a little bit. So what do you wish for your hub next year? Since the holidays coming up, we can do some small wishes. Collaboration, fun, and impact. Yes. I also love the fun part. We should never forget about that. Cooperation with local communities, new members to join. Yes. Partnerships, more actions towards youth. Okay. I also have a question at the end about youth. So let's stay tuned. Budget. Yes, we all wish for that. Increased financing, engaging citizens and students, gap analysis of local climate activities, and a roadmap for Barcelona Hub. Okay. We are very happy to support anyone in impact measurement and roadmaps, more volunteers for a hub, offline meetups, yes, meeting physically. More time to do actions. Yes, I feel you. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. I hope that this was nice for all of you to just see what we are dreaming of and what is happening in our countries. And now, quickly, before we will move to the short regional basically summaries, we will also give a short highlight about climate reality highlights of this year, since it's almost 2026. And I will give the floor to Gosha and share my other screen again.
So you're sharing. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So hello, everyone. This is Gosha, the branch manager. I'm not always on the line when it comes to getting in touch with you, but well, that's one of my wishes for next year is to improve that a little bit. But I thought that it would be nice to share some of the updates from the branch or climate reality more globally. And since we're approaching the end of the year, it's actually speaking in terms of climate realities year. We're actually in the middle of the year because it's quite unusual. We start our planning in March, so it's a bit unusual here. But I thought that since we're already in this atmosphere of thinking of the closure of the year and looking to the next one, I thought it would be interesting to just share with you some of the highlights of the last 6 months. So for us, definitely one of the big highlights was the Paris training, where we trained 800 new climate reality leaders. So we're very excited to have over 5,500 leaders in Europe, and we're really lucky to have two training in person in 2 consecutive years. So that's really something to celebrate. We sent several hundred letters to members of the European Parliament last year and this year. From some of the members, we've received responses. So we're really looking into building relationships with decision makers, reaching out to representatives. So you can expect more of that coming up in the next year, and we hope that hubs will be a big part of it. We had 4 regional organizers join us, so we're really excited. Some of them are here today with us. Some of them are unfortunately falling into the flu season. So we know that you're in touch with them anyway, but we're really excited to expand our team. And of course, one of the biggest highlights is that we opened 20 hubs, which is super exciting. It's been just half a year or a bit over half a year, and there's already 20 of you. So this is something that definitely goes beyond what we imagined in the first place. And there are some hubs still in progress, so we're looking forward to opening more of them. So that's one of the biggest highlights for us. And we've published some resources that might be helpful for your work as hubs. There will be more coming up next year, but we just want to also understand how we can better equip you with resources that can help your work, be it local action, be it action focused on policy, education, or fossil-free finance. We're really looking forward to supporting that. And then last but not least, I wanted to share some of the bigger numbers of our network globally. So at this point, Climate Reality Network, or network of supporters of Climate Reality, grew to 4.5 million supporters all over the world. So that's a really enormous number. And we're really excited that these are all the social media followers, Climate Reality leaders, partners, donors. So this is a really big network to have a back of. And then we have over 55,000 climate reality leaders across the world. And we also know that there will be a few trainings next year. I know that we can't share the actual plans yet. It looks like we might not get another one in Europe, so not this time, but hopefully we will have some other opportunities, and we will be, of course, keeping you up to date about the chances to meet each other in person in Europe. So be sure to check messages from regional organizers and newsletters, because we will definitely use all the opportunities we have to see each other in person. So yeah, that's all for the highlights so far. And thank you for being part of it. We're really excited for it, and we hope you will enjoy this All Hubs call as well. So thanks.
Thank you, Gosha. Yeah, so now we are really happy to hear from 4 hubs, what they've been up to. And yeah, we just asked them to give a general overview of the goal of the hub, and also how they contribute, or how the activities and the ideas that they want to implement contribute to these goals. Also, what is the impact or expected impact? We know that you all just started. And then also how you are engaging your members in all of these activities. So just to have like as a guiding framework. And I will just go with the flow of this one here. So maybe I would ask the Poitiers Hub to, yeah, just unmute themselves and just share a little bit what they've been up to.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alexandre from Poitiers in France. For those who don't know where is Poitiers, it's between Paris and Bordeaux. I'm very happy to share an update from one of the newborn local hubs in Europe. We officially launched just a few weeks ago, and things have moved very quickly since then. First, we had the launch event to build the community. So on mid-October, we held our kickoff after work event in Poitiers. And the goal was very simple. It was to bring together people who are already committed to climate action and create a space where they can connect, collaborate, and amplify the impact they have. So we gathered some citizens, but also local associations like the Fresqueurs, which are quite known in France, as well as representatives from companies and also public institutions. So we had a good mix of people and representatives. And the conversation during this event made one thing very clear. Our hub and the city needs a connector. So a hub is a perfect place for this. And this hub aims to identify existing initiatives and link them together, but also help new ones emerging. And this is exactly the role we wanted to play. So that's a very good news for us. Secondly, I wanted to talk about our first concrete project, which is now underway. It's to build a mapping of local organizations, so associations, networks, citizen groups, institutions, and companies, which are contributing to climate mitigation, adaptation, education, or awareness. And this mapping will help us to understand the ecosystem, but also to identify gaps and opportunities, and finally to create partnerships for future actions. That's one of the goals we have for next year. Maybe a third topic, because we have a nice opportunity, because the city of Poitiers is clearly to the left, politically speaking. And next Monday, on the 8th of December, we'll take part to a forum about solutions around climate change, which is organized by the Metropolitan Authority. And the Climate Hub is invited to participate and to explain what we do and what we want to bring to citizens. So this will be our first public visibility moment as a hub, and we are also very happy about this. The goals for next years, for 2026, we want to also to start giving some conferences for citizens to raise awareness, because we know that some people are still far from understanding what is climate change. And we want to build some events which are engaging, but also rooted in climate science and open to all audiences. That's very important. We want to have newcomers, but not only already engaged citizens. Maybe to finish with what we aim to contribute to the European network. Our ambition is to act locally, but also supporting the global mission of the Climate Reality Project. We also want to share positive impact stories from our small region. And we also want to learn from other European hubs. And I think this evening is a perfect place to do so. So thank you again. And if you have any question, I would be happy to answer them maybe afterwards.
Amazing. Thanks so much. And congratulations on the first public event. Yeah, feel free to update us afterwards how it went. You can also use the WhatsApp chat because I'm sure everyone's very curious. Or also if you have any pictures, because we always love to share all of your activities also to the outside world so that they are very eager to get involved with the hub or climate reality in general. Thanks, Alexandre.
Sure.
And yeah, you can ask more about it then when you are in small breakout groups. I hope that it's okay that we will move to the next hub now. On my slide, the next hub is Tricity. So Monica, I made you co-host and I think it should be enough for you to share.
Sure. Thanks so much. Yep. Please give me thumbs up if you can see the slides.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Monika, and together with Adam Jagiełło-Rusiłowski, Paulina Kulik, and Monika Surowiec, we are forming the core team of Climate Hub Tricity. So the Tricity, Trójmiasto, refers to the metropolitan area of Gdańsk, Gdynia, and Sopot along the northern coast of Poland on the Baltic Sea. We are a team of environmentalists, academics, artists, and clothes upcycling innovators. So we launched the hub this fall.
Monica, very sorry to interrupt. I somehow see two screens. I don't know if it's the same for others.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just close it and then relaunch
I
the
prefer. So can you see my what I'm reading?
No. I see the slide, but I see the first and the second slide, but only half. It's very interesting. I've never seen this before.
Let me see. How about now? How about now?
Yeah, now it works. Maybe if you can go to the
Somehow.
next slide. Can we...
Oh,
yeah, now
yes, it
yeah.
works.
Perfect. Okay, good. So long story short, otherwise it's gonna go too long. Our purpose is really regenerating the ecological, social, and economical fabric of the Tricity area by combining education, theater, and circular fashion practices. Our vision is really to create a circular ecosystem created through the synergies between coastal, environmental, inclusive communities and Eastern Europe culture of weaving, regenerating clothes. And our mission is really to create a space where nature and people become a living story. So by connecting art with science and by weaving together tradition and innovation. So together we are actually creating a collective capacity, right? We are forming a capacity that integrates environmental education, like we are almost a family of climate fresks and all the other types of fresks, but we are also offering participatory theater, contact improvisation, many different art modalities, and also circular fashion practices, including upcycling, clothing regeneration. Maybe just in a moment. And then through education, developing transformative collective leadership capacities and prototyping projects, we believe that we create a momentum for bioregional regeneration. But at the same time, we are actually building a momentum based on each person's experience and work for already decades or more through our work with nonprofits, municipalities, EU Climate Pact ambassadors, using our education, upcycling, innovation practices, and so on and so forth. For example, to create spontaneous circular fashion shows at music festivals, as we did this summer, and now we would love to actually replicate that concept all over the place in Tri-City climate, in Tri-City region, on the streets or on the seaside, and so on and so forth, by working with municipalities. So now we are teaming up with local associations or innovation labs, or for example, local museums on the seaside, school spaces or old churches to just carry this momentum forward. And that's actually our plan for the next month. Actually, we are teaming up several small associations, different stakeholders to actually co-create circular fashion shows together. So yeah, thanks so much.
Thanks, Monica. I love that it's really very creative, and that you're weaving in the expertise of all of the members and really
We are connecting
collaborating.
academia. Yeah, we are connecting academia, businesses, and schools and artists. It's a beautiful challenge. It's not easy, but it's
Yeah, I can
it's a
imagine.
beautiful challenge. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, we love to hear how it goes next year.
Yeah, we are happy to actually create. We are planning to create together with other EU Climate Pact ambassadors to create some kind of blueprint how to really create such kind of circular fashion show journey, because it really starts with small steps of creating the connections, asking who needs to speak, who needs to give what, and then actually you can create a small action over a few months. So we are happy to create some kind of blueprint and replicate with others.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much, Monica. And now the next one is the London Hub. Fersha.
Hey everybody, good to see you all on our first Hub Leaders meeting. I am speaking on behalf of the London Hub, and my co-leader Anna Hyde from the Islington Climate Centre. She's here as well, somewhere in the Zoom screen. The main goal and vision of the London Hub was climate education on the whole, and local climate action. And we tried to do this via the 3 key climate reality campaigns, and of course the 10 to a Million initiative. Anna will also add a very short piece towards the end about a community resilience assembly that she held with the Islington Climate Centre. So I will try and rush through as concisely as possible how we addressed each of those climate reality initiatives: Citizens for Clean Energy, or reducing emissions, fossil fuel finance, and international cooperation. I'll also touch on 10 to a Million, as I said, and round up a little with about how we engage with the London Hub. Okay, so Citizens for clean energy. We have done this by consistently throughout the year raising awareness of the Stop Rosebank campaign. Rosebank, for anybody unaware, is the biggest undeveloped oil and gas field in the UK. I relay regular progress of the tremendous efforts that are going into stopping this fossil fuel development. This year, Climate Reality Leaders have attended the Day of Action in September. They've completed message writing exercises to the Prime Minister during a public consultation, which finished a couple of weeks ago, to say why they personally don't want him to approve this application. And they filled in a UK petition by Rosebank to stop oil and gas licensing in the UK altogether, and that contributed to a petition that reached 1 million people. Fossil-free finance. In May, we hosted and platformed 2 activists and an Urgewald finance campaigner in an event, again at the Islington Climate Centre that Anna is the co-founder of. We hosted Patience Nabakulu, who is a Fridays for Future Ugandan activist who spoke passionately about EACOP, the East African crude oil pipeline, and the impacts on villages and biodiversity that's being ripped apart by this horrendous project. Avril de Torres, who is part of a Philippine delegation, she was visiting with Urgewald. They were visiting actually London to question European financiers about fossil fuel expansion in their regions. And the room, Anna was there, of course, hosting us all. The room was filled by attendees, including Climate Reality Leaders. International cooperation. Each year, and since and including COP26 in Glasgow in 2021, Team UK have coordinated with a small and dedicated team of Climate Reality Leaders events and forums. Unfortunately, this year with the new hub model, we were not able to secure any funding for this event. We've discussed this already, we've touched on this. However, with the national emergency briefing that took place last week, that served as an excellent opportunity to get people together, Climate Reality Leaders together. There were about 10 of us there, and Anna and I were volunteers. We were lucky enough to be there for the whole day and part of some of the conversations that took place prior to this fantastic event. We also hosted Simon Aldridge, who's one of the organisers, to an online Zoom meeting for Climate Reality Leaders, which was well attended and super interesting. Yeah, so that was good. And then, of course, 10 to a million. As we all know, the one thing we can all do as Climate Reality Leaders is deliver the truth in 10. Anna and I have both set out to do this as individuals, and the broader 10 to a million initiative sets out to equip Climate Reality Leaders to deliver this presentation with confidence and commitment. Last year, we made a successful bid to the branch to fund speaking workshops, again, without the budget. We're hoping this is going to be on the wish list for next year, that we can do this again. But Climate Reality Leaders that have taken part now have reached over 4,000 people in the UK with the Truth in 10. So that's just a quick recap roundup of that. So please join the group in Reality Hub if you wish to be part of that drive. And engagement. So engagement, we slightly less often write newsletters now. We used to hold monthly Zoom calls, which again, they will be in the pipeline again from January, but we'll get a chance to discuss, I guess, the new GDPR rules, which kind of limit our ability or capacity to reach people directly. However, we have got a lively and very active WhatsApp group with over 100 members. So yeah, there's something or another going on or being shared every day in that group. So that's really cool. So that's pretty much how we operate. Anna, over to you about the Resilience Assembly.
Okay, so it's just quite a quick one because listening to Alexandra from Poitiers talking about community events, that's exactly what we've been doing. So Islington Climate Centre is part of lots of networks, Climate Reality being one of them. There are 26 other climate centres around the UK, plus countless other networks. So it occurred to me that everybody is trying to make change from the ground up because it's the easiest place to make change. It's not very easy to control the orangutan in the White House, but you can make your street the friendliest one out of all the others. So we convened in partnership with the Greater London Authority, which is the Mayor's office, University College London Students' Union, and the Network for Social Change, a 2-day event that was called Community Resilience Assembly. We had 80 community change makers and 20 students, and all the seminars were about showing each other what we were doing in the community and how we were doing our mapping, how we were installing our community energy, how we were doing our growing projects, fixing workshops, and most important of all, deliberative democracy and people's assemblies so that we can be inclusive. I can put several links in the chat in a minute. There will be a toolkit coming very soon and a film. It's almost edited. And there are loads of great pictures. We're just getting them sorted, but also something that we did. So I've been working with the GLA, Greater London Authority resilience team for about 2 years. I managed to crack them by pulling them in for a fresque and then getting them much more dynamic. And now they're doing loads more different things. Is there anybody here from Paris? Because I saw that a month ago, Paris did a flood drill for a proper flood in the centre of Paris. And those are the kind of things that we're trying to get together here in London, whether that's through Climate Reality or through all of our other networks. So something that has been developed in London is something called the London Community Resilience Toolkit. It's basically a graphically designed list of stuff to do. Nobody wants an extra list of stuff to do. It's not perfect, but it's a good start. So I've got all of those clips that I'm going to send you now because I don't know if you've watched the videos from the National Emergency Briefing, but I think we're going to have to ramp it up quite quickly. And so this is our attempt at showing you something. And I'm listening with all my ears to hear what everybody else. Right, I'll shut up now. Cheers, bye.
Thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, indeed, we are already a bit over time. So I hope it's okay. I will immediately go to the Istanbul hub. And then, yeah, afterwards in the breakout groups, you can discuss. We will probably have to shorten the breakout groups a little bit, but we will make sure to make up for time. Go ahead, Melis.
Okay, I try my best.
Yeah, no, please don't rush. Yeah, we will.
Okay. Just we established the hub in July 2025, and then we are only 5 members, but we are doing a great job, I think. And we just from September to November we completed 6-7 different activities. And first of all, we are the partner of a climate ambassador against greenwashing project proposal. We applied on September. Now we are waiting the fund results, and we are not directly be partner in the paper, but just we support the whole process. I hope we can win. And then our second activity, we just support also climate reality projects, the World Bank fossil fuel campaign. And as a 5 hub members, we supported and signing the letters, and then we send it. And also they invited us as the speaker for Sustainability Summit, Spark Impact. And this is organized by World Economic Forum, Global Shaper Community Bursa Hub, and then it was only 300 participants. We discuss it more in climate advocacy, climate communication, and also governance of sustainability. We collaborate with the Üsküdar municipality. Just they supported us a lot for the creating, using their meeting rooms and also event venue and so on. And climate youth network. Only just few days ago, the last weekend, and we came together with different institution associations and generally youth association. We established the Climate Youth Network in Istanbul, and also we discussed the effects of after discussion the COP30, and also we are the host country for COP31, and that's why how we can collaborate and also how we can support COP31 process, and we discussed the details. And also as a hub member, we visited Climate Museum in Istanbul. We have a climate museum in Istanbul. It was a hub activity. I'm just giving much more slide about that for a project proposal. It was aiming to create ecosystem in Istanbul, and are the project leader, Turkey Young Women Engineers Association. We are focusing much more company side and how we can just against the greenwashing side and also increase their awareness and then their capacity and fighting with the greenwashing. And also this is World Bank campaign. And the pictures from the sustainability summit, and just for that part also, okay, climate justice, sustainability governance, and also of course introduction about the Istanbul hub and its projects. And this is our team members. We are only 5 team members, and the picture from the visiting climate museum in Istanbul. And also this is green room, and this room it's the allowing to recording and webinar and different kind of activities. We can use that venue also from Üsküdar municipality, and we can organize our internal meetings, and we just organize the documentary screening part, and it was also fruitful. Almost 20 participants we have, and then yeah, I can show that one. Yeah, just the ARCAD and also our team member. This is our participants. This is partners, Young Green of Turkey, with Istanbul Hub, Circle Up, Habitat Association, and screening the climate extreme documentary. And one of the producers of this documentary are hub members, and that's why we are just increasing capacity, doing capacity building activities for climate change. And this is also our upcoming event, 17th of December, partnership with the Boğaziçi University, UNSDSN, and Turkish Sailing Federation. And our other upcoming events, we will start a webinar series, Climate Diaries, and we will continue to screening climate extreme documentary. And also we would like to start a city climate action assessment and created by CRP. We will be part of Blue Shoes project. It will be we will organize the event painting the we choose blue, and it's the day, Earth Day, and 22 of April. This is Climate Neighborhood Assembly. This is our another project proposal. We would like to focus on neighborhood process. We just create a network and establishing the ecosystem, increasing the awareness, at the same time increase participatory process of climate change in this part. Climate change cards for museum. This is also another project idea. When I visited Paris, I just visit the one museum, d'Orsay Museum, and then I realized there's some cards directly next to the paintings. They are showing, and just 100 years ago, the winter time, it was really cold, and then now we are not facing that kind of weather, and they are just raising also awareness about that part. And you can find our partnerships, possible partnerships also. Üsküdar Municipality, Pera Museum, UNSDSN, and so on. Just so last new from today, and we had a meeting with the Istanbul Metropolitan Municipality. They are really willing to host a leadership training in Istanbul. We can also discuss details afterwards. And this is our social media accounts. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Melis. Wow, this is very impressive, and all of the plans that you have coming up, we will be in touch definitely to support you. And yeah, for all of the hubs, thank you so much for presenting. We will now quickly go into the branch updates, and I will share my screen, and then Gosha will go over it before we then move to the short breakout group discussion.
Okay, wow. I'm so impressed by all of the activities and the plans. It's really great to see all of it. And yes, please share the recipes. I see some comments from Claire from Brussels Hub about recipes of for active hubs. So feel free to share too. Okay, so when it comes to branch updates, I'm not going to take too much time, so you can have more time to exchange in the groups. But we just wanted to give you an update about let's say comms/administrative, since we're all here. So we recently published our code of conduct, community values, and our brand use policy. So all of those are available on our website, the main website of Climate Reality Europe. So you can see those. I believe that all of those documents were shared with you before on the WhatsApp group. But yeah, maybe we can link them in the chat as well. So that's one big point, especially the code of conduct, since it's also now included in the member surveys. So now whenever your new hub members fill out the member survey, when they sign up for the hub, they also need to approve or accept the code of conduct. So we just want to make sure that before someone new joins, they know what the rules in a way are, what values we have, and what behaviors we want to see and which ones we don't want to see, because we really want to focus on climate action and collaboration rather than some internal problems. So our focus needs to be really sharp, and we just want to make sure that everybody feels comfortable being part of the hubs. So that's the part about code of conduct. And then when it comes to communications, we have launched the Hub's website. So I don't know, I see Jessica, you're sharing the screen now. So maybe I would just paste the link to the website. So you might recall that we shared, I'm pasting it in the chat right now. So you might recall our ask to fill out some information about your hubs. So now all of that is available on the website dedicated to hubs. So there you can see the profiles of hubs, how to start a hub, all the information about the model, along with a map where people can see where the hubs are and contact information. Please take into account that it might not be perfect. So if you see any bugs or anything, please let us know, and we're gonna work on that. But we just wanted to be sure that all of the information is ready and available to access, and of course in time we're going to iron out all the details on the website, but all of the existing hubs are already uploaded to the website, and all the information you've provided us, it's there as well. If you haven't, please let us know. And let us know via email or through the regional organizer if you want some elements of your profile to be updated. So yeah, so we can do that as well. Yeah, so that's one bit of information. And then when it comes to communications, we really encourage you to activate your hub email addresses, since those are also shared as your primary contact details on your profile on the hub's website. So feel free to use those. These are just purely dedicated to you. We're not looking there, so feel free to just use them to your convenience, and to keep all hub related topics there. And then when it comes to communications, some of you already kicked off your social media channels, so that's really great. To those of you who haven't yet, we recommend to set up, for example, one social media channel that will be the most convenient for you to update, since we don't want to create, kind of too many profiles, and to stay in touch and to stay up to date with all of them takes a lot of effort. And so we just want to be mindful of your time. And so our recommendation is to first start with one that will give you a bit of presence online apart from the website, and to set those up with your hub email addresses, so it will be easier for us to make any changes in the future. If the leadership changes, if you need to move on into different roles, then we want to be able to make sure that the new leadership can have access to, like, admin access to the profiles. So it's just to make sure that there's this continuation if leadership changes. And when it comes to the just last comment, when it comes to some of the still existing national channels, we will be in touch with the holders in the coming days and weeks to transition those accounts either to hub accounts or to just face those accounts. We wouldn't want to lose the followership, so we definitely recommend to turn those into hub channels. But that's just a few channels that are in this position, so we will be in touch with those who hold access to them. And yeah, so I think that this was just a speed run through communications and admin, but I hope that helps a bit. And if you have any questions, please drop us a message. So that's all. And the website is available in the chat. So if you want to check your profile, then just go straight to climatehubseurope.org.
Yes, thank you. And I saw that there was also a question about if you want to add things still to your hub on the website or rectify typos, then you can just send us that via email. I think it's the easiest. Thank you. Okay, so I think now, yes, we can go into the breakout groups. Yeah, I mean, of course, you can talk about whatever you like, but probably the most exciting is to just share what you're doing, how you're doing it, what are the barriers, what are the challenges, and just, learn from each other. And then afterwards, in case you want to share also with the others, then we have a short reporting back. And I will just move straight into it and see how many people we are. And okay, so let's see if this works. If not, then I will manually still move you into another one. And yeah, I hope that you're enjoying the time with each other.
Hi, Kuba. Actually, I
Hi.
wanted to check. I think about a week ago, I sent you and Mikoy an invitation to a workshop. Have you received it?
I think so.
It was about like energy communities because I just learned that there's one in Warsaw, so I thought you might be interested.
Yeah,
So,
yes.
okay, it's just checking if you got it.
Because there was no response, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, but okay, but you
Sorry,
haven't been, no?
no, I haven't because there are actually lots of the things on my
Ah,
plate.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that is why I have some kind of limited time that I can
Mm,
spend doing some really important things. So
okay.
just yeah.
Okay, but that's good to know. Just good to check that you got it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we sent some confusing broadcasting about 2 and 1 minute because we did it both at the same time. So sorry for that.
Actually, don't worry because we actually finished with
Okay.
Patrick. Just we discussed what we can do later on, probably next
Oh,
week.
okay.
Sorry, not next week. Actually, next year.
Mhm. So there was a Polish group by mistake, right? I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was by accident, but yeah, also good.
all right.
Okay, maybe this was just the destiny. So we actually met with Patrick in Paris because I was training in Paris this year. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm just fresh new joiner, and
Mhm.
that is why. And I'm also from the business, so not from
Oh,
the
okay.
NGOs or other like associations which are already doing something for climate. So I'm working with the really big global American company which produce lots of the plastics. So and actually let's say my focus in our hub in Warsaw was, let's say, about greenwashing, because this is like things that I would like to be interested in, because I don't really like fake things
Yeah.
and just facade actions to just pretend that we are doing something, and in reality there is something else behind.
Okay, so there's definitely a lot of work to do in that area.
Yeah, that is actually not much welcomed in the companies that somebody is looking at their hands. However, I think that this is something needed, and if companies really honest and really want to change something, they will not have any issues.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, I think that everyone is back, and I also see that we are running out of time. So there was this survey where I asked about what should we include into the agenda, and there was also a few times the mention of hubs collaboration. And I know that you were now speaking to each other, but maybe, of course, you were not able to speak to each and every hub. So if you are thinking about potentially collaborating with another hub, then you can put your name under the yellow sticky note, so hub name. So just an example, the Tricity Hub would like to work on sustainable fashion. Then you just put sustainable fashion with the sticky note with the London Hub. And then that's the red sticky note. But you can also just say any hub if you don't have a concrete idea, or if you don't have any collaboration idea, you can also just put a sticky note there, open to collaborate, but you don't have an idea per se. Yeah, I hope it's not too complicated, but just wanted to have like a general board of the different types of collaboration that can potentially in the next year be facilitated by the regional organizers and also us as the branch. So yeah, I will just give you a few minutes to fill fill out the board with the sticky notes. And if anything is unclear, then yeah, please just let me know. Or maybe if it's your first time using this, you have at the left-hand side, you have a little toolbox, and then at the end you have like a square, and that's the sticky note basically. And then you have different colors which you can choose from. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't look nice. We will rearrange everything afterward.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes, please.
No, I was going to ask you both, Jessica and Gosha, if a few questions. I think Gosha already mentioned, because people here in the Netherlands, they always ask me about new trainings and events, but I think Gosha mentioned it's not decided yet, right? And there might not be an European training next year, right?
Yeah, we were pretty lucky to have two trainings this and last year. So I don't know if it's actually going to happen next year. So the plans are more or less locked. It doesn't look like there will be Europe, but we're thinking, how to go about that. Maybe there would be a smaller event somewhere. But not the big one, apparently. But that's still to be confirmed. But it's looking like maybe not this year, maybe the following. So. That's where we stand at now. So we're competing with the rest of the world, and we're already lucky to have it, like one year after another. So this time we will be. They want to come back to the US, given the situation in there, and and a couple of other locations that haven't seen Al Gore in a while. So that's how
Makes
it's
sense.
looking like. Yeah, but we
I
will keep you
also,
up to date once we know.
Perfect. Yeah, I also had another question, which was I think one of the main outcomes of the COP was the announcement of the co-hosting of a first international conference for the just transition from
Mm-hmm.
fossil fuels, and it's going to be hosted by Colombia and the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if Climate Reality is planning to be involved in that, and like also to say that we want to help as well, like being here in the
Mm.
Netherlands. My co-lead couldn't participate, but she's also Colombian, half Colombian, half
Oh,
Dutch.
okay.
So she's like very interested as well, like as me. So and
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, like is there some involvement in that already? Like
Mm.
any news on that from
Yeah,
Climate
that's
Reality
Yeah,
side?
that's a great question. So we just had a call today about some initial planning about next year. Our years, yeah, starts a bit later, but just to have an idea where are we going to be involved. And so I don't have any specific plans to share yet, but I think it would be great to use this opportunity, of course. So we might actually want to get in touch with the Latin American branch as well and see how we can, how we can contribute to that process. So yeah, we would definitely keep you in the loop. So I'm taking a note of that. And then so far nothing has been shared with us, but maybe that's just an opportunity for us to initiate something. But for
Yeah,
now we
just to
haven't.
say,
Mhm.
yeah, just to say, and we're available to help here
Amazing.
locally, like however you need as well. So,
Yeah, great,
uh,
great. Yeah. I'm taking a note and writing to the branch so we can start, putting our minds together.
and now just I'm sorry, like if someone else wants to ask something, but I think we were just chatting with Ilaria from the Milan Hub, and here as well, like one of the difficulties, and I think maybe for every hub is like actually getting volunteers in, like to support.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably asked this already, but I imagine what the answer is, because like we don't have a list, right, of like people that were trained per country, right? Or that's not possible to disclose, probably. Because we
We
could,
can send those messages for you. So if
yeah.
so your regional organizers can send messages to the network to invite them to join your hub for sure. So that's something we can do. We can include links to member surveys, or we can share your contact details. That's definitely something we can do. And then once they sign up for the hub, you are the ones to coordinate those messages and to have the contacts to people. But when it comes to climate reality leaders, we would have to reach out to them as the branch.
Ah, okay. Okay, I understand.
So we can definitely help. Idris, you can be in touch with Idris and he can send them the message on your behalf.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, I see that we've moved into the Q&A section very organically. So
Yeah.
but that's great. I mean, some people fill out the collaboration form and the others are asking questions. We have to be efficient because of time. So I saw Biahan and then Versha.
Hello from Croatia. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Okay,
hear
I
you.
will
Hi.
just continue with this idea about cooperation of the hubs and the meetings. Before that, in one sentence, our core business will be adaptation of the local communities for the climate change, because in Southeast Europe, nobody is doing nothing. And I know from Brussels administration that everybody very disappointed that on national level almost nothing is done, and then think to switch the point of action to the regional organization like counties. So we are making a lot to prepare local communities on the North Adriatic in all countries, Italy, Slovenia, and Croatia, about climate change. We have as much problem, but that's not the point. Our expertise, as I told you many times, is energy and waste management. We are one of the best on Mediterranean, or even more. And the reason why I wanted to come to Q&A, if we don't, maybe, I don't know the policy of the organization, but maybe we don't need to have all the time a big meeting with 1,000 people with Al Gore. For example, on the 12th of December, I have 150 people from 12 countries on my island to learn about energy transition. And we are pretty good. And always we have LNG terminal. We can make a small demonstration against LNG, by the way, just to have small fight with police, to have fun. And yeah, it's regular. We like to fight with police. The point is, yeah, and we cooperate with Greenpeace and WWF. It's just a question. I don't need answer tonight or today or even this year, but maybe why we need wait 1,000 people meeting with Al Gore, where we can prepare 150 people meeting in 1 week. We have all logistic things on the north of Adriatic. It can be, for example, in Trieste. Trieste have excellent university, a lot of scientists, very good connection with railway and everything.
Yes,
so let's think about one or two regional conference maybe per year.
Yeah, that's a good point. We just usually have a really good financial backing from the US if the training takes place in Europe. I mean, you know, they have all the budget for organizing such big events. But that's totally right. We don't have to only focus on those large scale events. Of course, they bring a lot of attention to the topic and coverage in media, so that always helps. But we don't have to limit ourselves to that, and that's a good point. And we're now thinking how to approach that. Maybe
Let
there's
me
an
just give you
opportunity.
the very shortly financing. Usually we have university free of charge. Last week on the Law University in Rijeka, we had conference about autonomous driving. And we had lawyers from state who sued Tesla because some people die because bugs in the software of Tesla. So we can have the university free of charge. Accommodation for the 3 nights is something like 100 euro in the good hotel. and we can take sponsors to have the catering. So basically, only cost to come to the North Adriatic, like Trieste, can be travel cost.
Okay, igen.
You know, it can be very easy. Our budget is sometimes only 2,000 euro or maximum 5,000 euro, because we can use a public facility, because we are fighting for the public good. We are fighting for the climate, for the planet. We are good guys, okay? We are samurai. And you can come to the county or municipality. We can ask municipality every time to pay one lunch catering.
That's a good point. Thanks. So we
No,
will
don't take us wrong. We are pretty rich local communities. Our municipality, 3,000 people. Our budget is 5 million euro.
That's impressive. Okay,
Irregular here on the north
point
of
taken.
Adriatic. Yeah.
Point taken. We will be in touch on that, for sure. Jessica, should we? I'm just thinking of the time that we have.
I was also just taking notes.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And I know that Versha also still had her hand up, and then we can go to a few last questions just to see how we're moving forward.
Hi, can you hear me? So I just wanted to touch on something that we spoke about in the breakout room just now, which was a lack of climate ambition in Europe, in Brussels, but then, you know, in that whole region, just recently, because possibly far-right campaigning going on, and maybe the influence of Donald Trump's kind of regime, let's call it, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just wondering how Climate Reality are actually addressing this situation. Don't know how the politics are going, a bit strange there as well, kind of shifting. Are Climate Reality addressing this? But also coming back also to what Matthias said just now about hub leaders being connected directly with their communities. And this kind of issue with GDPR, where we can't talk directly with a newsletter or with our community. You know, I know we can do it via a regional organizer, but I think it's stronger when you're kind of connected to local people. You know, to come from directly connect with them. So, you know, that's just kind of, yeah, two-part thing, I guess, is how do we kind of make climate messaging strong and, you know, connected to the people that are in your community directly.
Yeah, so when it comes to community, do you mean Climate Reality leaders or like broader community, external?
Yeah, Climate Reality leaders. Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay, so not external, but people within our network. So yeah, so for now, the way we're approaching GDPR is that the regional organizers have the capacity or the ability to contractual ability to contact Climate Reality leaders. And then when it comes to hub leaders, they can connect with anyone who signed up for the members survey. So if they fill out the survey, if they're part of the hub, then it's in the hub leaders' hands how they approach it. They can send newsletters, they can send messages to that group, because at that point they are the hub leader and they are the main point of contact for the hub. So that's how we're splitting it for now. But of course, we can think into how to make that somehow more efficient, and how to have hubs reach broader communities, just not even Climate Reality leaders, but trying to expand the reach of hub to not only trained leaders, but outside of that. And to the first question, which was about the ambition in Europe. So we actually had some activities on that along with Climate Action Network Europe. So that's the coalition of climate organizations in Europe, where we were pushing members of the European Parliament to pass a 90% target, emission reduction target for the European Union. So that was a very big fight, which was connected with the NDCs, so the nationally determined contributions, because one target is connected with another. And so we saw that the EU is delayed with those plans. They are not agreeing to anything. So this was a really intense, these were intense negotiations that were happening in different forums. So Parliament is one, but there were other forums that were debating, the European Council, the Commission. So this was, I would say, a bigger effort, and Climate Reality was part of that bigger coalition effort where we wrote letters, signed letters, published letters. We reached out to various commissions of the Parliament to make sure that they're voting in favor of higher ambition. But the challenge is that overall, the priorities have shifted a little bit. And I think that what we need to do is start to think about the narrative of climate action. So maybe shift from the fear mongering and focusing on, how much of a disaster that could potentially be, to think about how we can communicate the benefits of climate action, especially the economic benefits of that, because that seems to be reaching politicians more. But then there are plenty of approaches. I think that we're not the only organization that is actually struggling with how to actually reach people when their attention is all over the place. And it's just regular people, but it's also politicians who see many other challenges at the moment. So I think it's a big question. And yeah, I think that maybe what we can do is to open up this debate. So maybe during next hub call, we can have a discussion about that, for example. So we can definitely share those discussions on the WhatsApp group. So yeah, I think that we should have more opportunities to debate that together and come up with conclusions on how to address that. But the idea is that, of course, we're part of that. Of that movement together with coalitions, and then we need to think about the narrative. So try to build a more positive case for climate action. I think that that's something that's been really gaining traction lately. So.
Thanks, Gosha. That's a great comprehensive reply. And in the chat, I've just sort of said that the Truth in 10, if anybody wants to deliver it, it is perfect for community engagement, not just facing. So when you face politicians and those elected leaders is one way of tackling it. But when you're allowing your communities to talk and share and open up about how they feel, it's a brilliant conversation that generally, naturally takes place after a Truth in 10. So it's another way of doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good tool to use to engage people and start discussions and build relationships with decision makers, for example. So that's a really good point. I know we're past time already.
Yes, I'm
Jessica.
just wondering, is there any other question? Otherwise, I will send everyone the recording and also. What else? There's something else that I wanted to, well, and everything that we shared here today and also where you contributed to, we will share so that you can have a look at it again. There's a WhatsApp group where you can just be in touch again. Phoebe also just sent you the WhatsApp link, so you can join if you want to. Of course, it's not mandatory, but a great way to stay connected. And then, yeah, I think that we will do this call every 3 months. So this is how, yeah, the survey replies were mostly for every 3 months, but please be in touch with your regional organizers so they are in touch, because I know that some are also planning to have a regional call to, yeah, just to ideate with everyone. And yeah, if there's anything that you need on top of what we are providing, then please just let us know. And yeah, during the next call, we will also talk about elections. So this is something that we also still have to decide internally and yeah, build the framework for. Until now, we really just try to get all of you going and kickstart the activities. And yeah, then as of next year, we will think about that and also share with you what we came up with. So yeah, thank you all for joining. This will probably be the last time. Oh, we have the Climate Reality Connect session on the 16th of December, where we will do a COP30 debrief and just give a little bit of a recap of what was going on in Europe policy-wise with the Climate Action Network Europe. So yeah, please join us for that one. If you have time, we will also send the link in the WhatsApp group. And yeah, then we can meet again before we all have some time to rest as well during the holidays. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining. It was really great seeing all of you. Oh, I just realized my camera's on. Oops. Okay. Okay, so yeah, and please continue the discussions. It's really great to see all of the synergies in the chat. And yeah, let us know if we can support.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And thank
Bye,
you, Jessica, for
everyone. Good
putting it
night.
together. Bye.
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 Mhm.
Jessica, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Daria.
Bye.
Bye.